welcome to our live stream discussion on very deep and profound women's issues that can literally change the game for hashtag Our Voice Too. It is time for a cultural shift, and we are here and we are ready to talk about stuff in a way that is deeper than ever. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The first topic is, why is it that women don't support each other?
They're afraid of the competition. They're afraid of, there's another woman that's going to steal my job. Women don't dress for men or their partners, they dress for other women. It's a competition, and we need to get away from that.
Actually, I think the competition starts really young. I was at the beach this weekend with my daughter, and my husband was telling my daughter, like, you throw better than mommy. And I'm like, it's not a competition. Like, we're not competing with each other.
So part of it starts in childhood. What else? Why else are we still catty?
What women have done as we've begun to enter the workplace is, in many ways, we've sort of tried to turn ourselves into little men. We develop a certain amount of self-hatred for our femininity, for those things that make us soft and flowing and beautiful, and things that are absolutely magnificent about being a woman and feminine power, and we turn that against ourselves.
I think that part of it is the media, the way that society is constantly shaming us for our bodies, and I think that part of it is also shaming us for our sexuality.
I have a thought. I think it goes off of the sexuality, but also even in speaking up or speaking out or standing your ground, is that I think we're often as kids also taught to be good girls, right? And even though there are a lot of women that are head of the household, there's still almost this idea that there should be the man.
I think the reason that women wind up competitive is because we feel like there's this scarcity of resources. So whether it's a job or a man, we're all kind of competing for like one resource that we find attractive or valuable. And if we're not getting the validation from that resource, we can't love each other.
The men in the room, do you feel like when you were being raised, you were also felt like you were not good enough?
As a man, and when we're growing up and we're looking at the models, we see established men, whether it's the preacher, the teacher, the banker.
The old white guy who's a keynote
That's
speaker.
You have the parents saying, working hard enough in school, so we interpret that to mean we're not good enough. So that's one aspect for men.
So for men, it seems like it's more about the profession where you're not good enough and the status. Next topic, how do women and men pit women against each other?
I was going to say it's not always about being put down and told what you can't do, but when you're praised for being a certain way, like you were saying, a good girl, or for looking a certain way, or you see other people are being praised for acting a certain way, or being a certain way, or looking a certain way, there can't be praise without doubt. You know what I'm saying? It's very difficult for us as a society to see somebody putting somebody on a pedestal without bringing somebody else down. And I think that sometimes as women, we just automatically default to that, that down.
Yeah. Personally, that's what I have felt a lot. Like, I have felt that I was never good enough, and that's taken years to unravel, and then I still have moments where I'm like, fuck.
I sometimes wonder if men have the measures of not being good enough because they're not earning enough money, and women have the not good enough because of everything else.
And when I told her, what I negotiated for my last contract, she was like, that's the highest I've heard of. And then about a month ago, I was talking to a male who's also a surgeon in a very similar chief role, and I just asked him, like, so what are you making? And he was making $125,000 more than me. Wow. As women, we have to be transparent with each other. Because if we're hiding and we're not sharing, we're not communicating, then it's really hard for us to know what we're worth because no one else is going to tell us.
You gotta know your worth.
You gotta know your worth. But what does that mean, you gotta know your worth?
So I think also goes to the scarcity issue that we're not going to get another job, we're not going to have another client, we're not going to find another man, we're not going to find another friend, like whatever it is, you have to be willing to walk away.
So part of it is if they can't meet and make it a win-win, you walk away. If you walk away, depending on your beliefs, the universe hears that. And then on another level, as women, we need to trust our own power and trust our gut.
You're not dumb. You have a lot to offer, and something else better is coming along.
I'm like looking in the mirror saying, yeah, you got this. And just, walking in with that confidence that, that feminine power and sensuality is a part of that.
And so for a lot of women, learning to be grounded in their bodies is very difficult because any kind of stress, pain, trauma, or illness is going to take us out of our bodies. And to me, being a great presenter is actually dropping into that powerful sexuality, which is something we'll definitely have to talk about during our segment on September 26th. I just want to kind of wrap this up. Some of the solutions were transparency, really sharing with each other. Some of them, know your worth and be willing to walk away. The third one was being grounded and trusting your gut and being grounded. And the fourth one was dropping into your pelvic floor to be more stable and bring people to you.